Now, this. Oh, I'm going to have to carry on into audio. I hardly ever go in here. This is about free speech. Ooh, that sounds like it's about people with minority sexual habits or things like that. Nope. Now, before saying something like that, I've got zero interest in this region. None. I'm just meandering. And as I'm meandering, I'm trying to think and write. Sometimes. Now, I have to speak quietly, somewhat like this, because if you even said free speech around here, people would get. But that's so interesting. In fact, I've made a recording for a professional this morning. I'm going to send it out. I accept 100% that the Southwest is a. Now, I've positioned this perfectly here. I knew there was nobody else here in this car park, so more importantly, nobody can see me. So I'm having a once every 3 months get my stuff out, because there's a book I want to find that's right at the front to give to a friend. Yes, I have a friend who's wonderfully thoughtful. Anyway, I'm going to run out of battery now, so I have to charge up. Point being, I accept. You go to the southwest of Britain, it is 100%, just like the Marches was. Marches became, 20 years ago, looking for visitors who will spend £300 a day, 500 even. Or if you want to buy their rubbish art, 3,000. We'll come back to that. That does matter. And nobody wants somebody like me around who's not going to spend a penny, which I don't. The only penny I spend is into my milk bottle. Right, just briefly. Now that was good. That was medium. This was just tragically rubbish. See, that's what free speech is all about. Unreadable, and worse than unreadable. I didn't know. Yeah, it is. The Times should be closed down just for that. It's just, but I had to read that. I had to see what the Red Welly Brigade. It is I'm going to leave it out. Right, now this is about free speech. That is a book that sold probably more than any book in Britain over 50 years, 60, 70 years. That book, I believe, is based entirely on true stories, but he had to fictionalize it. Now that is a terribly important book. That is about the vagaries, the cruelties, madnesses, jealousies of the local tradespeople, good burghers, church people, the lot of them. That book changed society. If I mention free speech today, I think people are lost in what it was for. It was for doing that. Now, my only interest is things like where I used to live. People came, particularly from about 2016, pretended to be goody-goodies, community people, into the environment, and I saw them, where a place where there was much more habitat, they would cut back the habitat. Now, if you even mention this locally, sometimes, never mind write properly, or photograph or film it. I got a whole batch from 7 or 8 years ago. I have no interest in it. If you shared that, there would be, you can't say that about me. But then there's in the provinces, which is the majority of the land, it ends up with possible then repercussions. That's what free speech is for. Freedom to call out when people are way over the line in your locality. I shall get back onto that in a bit.